Good morning. I want to start first by thanking Ambassador Balomo for believing in this vision. So excited by what we've been able to do together with Dignity and all of you present. My name is Karen Che. I'm the founder and CEO of International Bridges to Justice. We work worldwide in over 40 countries in order to ensure that there is access to justice and the protection of a lawyer early on. I first came to Rwanda almost 12 years ago, and while we were excited about the possibilities of what we could all accomplish together for access to justice, I don't believe that even at that time we had any sense that one day we would be able to have something like this, a consultative forum, where the highest levels would give their blessing and their strength to move forward in this vision and in this mission. So while I know that we come from many different places, and some would say we're coming from different places, even in terms of perspective, we have come here together, joined with one heart in looking at ways that we can discuss what we've done together in access to justice and the ways that we will move forward. Today, it's my great honor that we have the blessings of the Minister of Justice, the Supreme Court, Appeals Court, the Rwanda Investigation Bureau, the Rwanda Correctional Services, the Rwanda Bar Association, and so many of you partners. I remember that I was speaking one day and very inspired by the Minister of Justice, Johnson Busingye, and he said to me, there's so much that we can do, but there's also so much that we can do using technology. He gave me the example of coming in and realizing that there were so many people in the prisons, but it was very difficult, as it is in many countries, to know exactly who was where. He said with technology, they sat down and it took some time, but they said we're gonna go through and figure out how we can enter every single person into the computerized system so that we can assist them in their rights. I'm super inspired by this, and I know that with technology, and we're looking now also at all the ways that we've been encouraged by the commitment of the Rwanda Bar Association in our accredited e-learning modules, but with technology, with your commitment, we can move forward in wonderful, beautiful ways. COVID-19 has been named as an extraordinary time for many people, and I think that many are thinking that it's extraordinary in terms of being an extraordinarily bad time. And while it has been a crisis, there are so many ways that I've also been given hope by the ways that this community has come together to continue to provide services through advisement of rights campaigns, through roundtable discussions, through making it possible for people to get access to a lawyer. So thank you for all that's happened up to this point. Thank you for your extraordinary commitment, even during these extraordinary times. And I look forward to all the ways that we can work together to make this dream of access to justice a living, breathing reality for all. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming here today. I would especially like to thank many partners in this endeavor, in this project that we have been working together over the last 3 years, particularly the European Union delegation of Rwanda, who funded this project, not only funded but also supported it throughout the period by attending our events and providing us valuable feedback. Particularly, I'd like to thank the EU Ambassador, His Excellency Nicola Belomo, whom I have met many times, and showed his interest as a lawyer as well for this particular project. Thank you, European Union. And then also other key partners of this project. The Ministry of Justice, I'd like to especially thank His Excellency Johnson Busingye, who is Minister of Justice, who has been inspiring and supporting us with many ideas throughout this project. Then I want to go on and thanking His Excellency the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Rwanda, Commissioner General of Rwanda Correctional Services, and the Colonel of the Rwanda Investigation Bureau. This has been a collaborative effort of key justice sector actors trying to work together to improve the rule of law, access to justice, and through that, human rights protection of ordinary people of Rwanda. And without this collaboration, cross-cutting different ministries, institutions, embassies, we couldn't have achieved what we have achieved through this project. I particularly like to emphasize the fact that rebuilding or strengthening justice systems is a long-term process. It needs broad cross-sector support, but also it needs sustaining support. The 3 years is a very short period of time to achieve considerable impact and systematic changes. And we all know what we are yearning for is actually to have systematic processes in place that every woman, man, and child in Rwanda will have protection during the due process and protection of a lawyer at the earliest possible time. And that is a very important part of strengthening the rule of law. In particular, I would like to appeal to the European Union that it will be great if you could consider continuing support for this project, because this project is towards the end of it, a 3-year period, but also we see that we are at a very unique period where a lot of people have no access to a lawyer, particularly in the context of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic that we are in. And in fact, now is a time there's a great demand for access to justice, and having a lawyer at an early stage can help resolve, push forward the case, or perhaps release of an accused at an early stage will have an impact on their lives as well as the justice system itself. We don't want prisons to be overcrowded because of that, particularly in a pandemic situation. So we hope that we could continue this process and we will get more support and hopefully support to continue this work beyond this project over the next couple of years. So we look forward to working together with you all, look forward to continuing this work, and look forward to rebuilding and strengthening the rule of law and the justice system in Rwanda. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John Bosco Ujingo, and I welcome you to this second consultative forum for Rwanda Bridges to Justice. This is our second consultative forum, and it brings together over 120 people from different collaborations in the criminal justice sector. Rwanda Bridges to Justice is a local registered organization intervening in criminal justice sector. In our work in Rwanda, we make interventions alongside other stakeholders, that is civil society, government institutions, and the Rwanda Bar Association. Our approach is collaborative, and the goal is to ensure everybody has the right to legal counsel, especially in the criminal justice sector where the very vulnerable are found to be. So together with our collaborators, that is DIDE Detention, our program co-implementers, together with the European Union and other collaborators like RCS, NPPA, and Rwanda Investigations Bureau, who have always attended our workshops, trainings, and forums, the University of Rwanda, ILPD, and Rwanda Bar Association. We have met several challenges, but those we shall discuss later in the forum. But the key successes need to be brought to your attention. We have had 1,200 representations in a category of early legal assistance. That is the cases that we meet at the police station level. The cases that we meet at the police station level, and when I say police station, that is the detention center, but at RIB level and NPPA level, that is early legal assistance. We have represented 1,200 people, and 500 more cases as later representations. We have also had 210 justice discussions, roundtable discussions, bringing together prosecutors, RIB investigators, lawyers, and civil society members. We have had training workshops for over 400 people throughout the years 2018 to 2020. Justice stakeholders have benefited from these workshops, where we have had international experts come in and our local trainers participate in these trainings. We have also had successes in rights awareness, that is through prisons, radio stations, and as well as using the social media platforms. We have reached directly around 5,000 people and over 1 million people indirectly through the likes, the listening in, and the views on social media. I think with those successes and a few challenges, most especially challenges involving with less financial resources to meet the demands, other challenges can be discussed during the day. In 2018 to today, we have visited the Ngoma prison, Rwamagana prison, Bugesera prison, as well as Nyarugenje prison, commonly known as Majerajere. This year, we have also, in 2020, visited the Nyagatare juvenile prison, and we have held uniquely in the comfort or discomfort of COVID-19, used online digital platforms to reach out to prisoner juveniles in Nyagatare prison. I think that is an effort and a starting point in collaborating with RCS to enable us reach the prisoners even in the difficult times of COVID-19. We have also worked closely with the Rwanda judiciary. The Rwanda judiciary has enabled our lawyers during the difficult times of March, April, May in conducting court sessions for our lawyers through digital platforms. Our lawyers have had access to the detainees, prisoners during COVID-19 complete lockdown. That is also an effort that we undertook with our collaborations, and therefore has demonstrated success to our organization's effort.
DIDE ni amagambo ahinnye y'igifaransa bivuga dignité and détention. Ugenekereje mu Kinyarwanda bisobanura agaciro k'imfungwa n'umugororwa. Akaba ari umuryango rero uharanira kwimakaza imibereho myiza y'imfungwa n'abagororwa, ariko ukibanda cyane cyane ku bababaye kurusha abandi, ari bo abana n'abagore. Umushinga ubu turimo kuganiraho ni umushinga ugamije kurengera uburenganzira bwa muntu mu nzego z'ubutabera z'u Rwanda. Muri uyu mushinga DIDE iterwamo inkunga na Union Européenne, DIDE yabanje gushyiraho uburyo twakwita dispositif mu Gifaransa bwo gufashirizamo abafite ibibazo by'ubuzima bwo mu mutwe. Ku ikubitiro abakozi 254 bizi gereza uko ari 5, ubwo haba harimo abayobozi ba gereza, abakora kwa muganga, abacunga gereza, bahawe amahugurwa ku buzima bwo mu mutwe nuko buri wese mu kazi ashinzwe ka buri munsi yafata umuntu ufunze uje amugana. Nukuvuga uko umuntu aje, uko mwakiriye muri gereza, uko mufashe, bishobora gutuma agira ubuzima bwo mu mutwe butameze neza cyangwa se bumeze neza bitewe n'ukuntu yafashwe. Nyuma y'amahugurwa, abashyigikirana basa cyangwa se twakwita abapere educateurs mu Gifaransa 308 batoranijwe mu bagororwa tugendeye ku bushobozi bafite no ku myitwarire myiza mu nzira yabo yo kugororwa no kwemera kwitangira abandi. kuko ni abakorerabushake. Aba tugenda tubaha amahugurwa ku buzima bwo mu mutwe, kandi abashyigikira n'abasa babana na bagenzi babo mu gipangu muri gereza umunsi ku wundi. Urumva babona igihe bafite ibibazo, ashobora kubigirana nijoro, icyo gihe wenda umwe imbere mu gipangu nta n'umucungagereza waba arimo, ariko urumva mugenzi we iyo ahise abibona ahita atabaza akabivuga. Nyuma y'amahugurwa, igikorwa cyo gutoranya abafite ibibazo byo mu mutwe cyaratangiye, ndetse no kubavura bihita bikomerezaho. Kuva uyu mushinga watangira mu kwezi kwa mbere kwa 2018, imfungwa n'abagororwa 3861 bahawe ubufasha ku bijyanye n'ubuzima bwo mu mutwe muri za gereza 5 nababwiye, binyuze mu bujyanama bw'umuntu ku giti cye. Abandi bantu 804 bafashirizwa mu matsinda avura. Hari amatsinda 67 yakozwe muri aya magereza uko ari 5. Nkaba rero nshimira abafatanyabikorwa dukorana kuri uyu mushinga, cyane cyane Union Européenne yaduteye inkunga na Rwanda Bridge to Justice dukorana umunsi ku wundi, kuko usanga iteka psychologist wacu aba ari kumwe n'umuroya wabo muri rwa rwego rwo gukemura ibibazo abafunze bashobora guhura nabyo, bityo tugakomeza kurengera uburenganzira bwa muntu mu nzego z'ubutabera mu Rwanda.
Ubufasha iteka duhora tubwifuza, ndetse ibyakozwe byo ni byinshi dufatanyije n'abo bafatanyabikorwa, cyane cyane nka Fondation DIDE, ariko n'abandi bafatanyabikorwa. Fondation DIDE yo by'umwihariko, uretse n'uyu mushinga watangiye muri 2018, hari ibindi dukorana byinshi. Inzitizi ntabwo ari nyinshi. Inzitizi ikomeye nyamukuru uburya igendana n'amikoro, kuko ibi bikorwa byose kugira ngo bishoboke biba byagiyemo amikoro. Birumvikana gufata abana barangije ibihano bo kuri gereza ya Nyagatare, gufata abana babana n'ababyeyi babo ku magereza, kunganira abagororwa batishoboye, ndetse n'izindi mfashanyo zose. Ibyo bisaba amikoro, ni nayo nzitizi igaragara yonyine. Naho ibindi byo ni ibisanzwe, turabikora nta kibazo. Izo nzitizi uburyo twiteguye guhangana nazo, n'ubundi bigendana na bwa bushobozi, ndetse rimwe na rimwe bikaba bisaba n'abafatanyabikorwa nk'uko twari dusanzwe dufatanya. Birumvikana yuko ahatagiye ubwo bushobozi n'ibindi bitashoboka. Mu mikoro yo tubona turabiteganya kugira ngo abantu bafashwe, ndetse na leta igashyiramo ubushobozi bwayo. Burya hariho muri Minisiteri y'Ubutabera abantu badashoboye ubwunganizi. Minisiteri y'Ubutabera ishyiramo ubwo bushobozi, hakaba abavoka babunganira abantu badashoboye kwiyunganira. Ibyo kureberera abantu bafite ibibazo byo mu mutwe ndetse n'ibisanamitima nabyo tubifatanya n'izindi nzego, kandi nabyo duhora tubyiteguye.
Thank you very much, and we think this closing consultative forum will come back to us with good challenges, success stories, and the way forward for our next programs. Thank you very much, and I wish you all to have a very successful discussions in today's forum. Thank you.